Plastic toys manufacturing varies quite differently according to the product design, choice of material, target functional and quality requirements. Let's first introduce the production processes of a pure plastic toy, Tony Hawk. Plastic resin is the major material for making a plastic toy. Prior to use, all resins are checked and stored in a warehouse after delivery in-house. Injection molding is widely used in plastic toys manufacturing. Over 30% of all plastics are converted using this process, which provides the capability to mass-produce intricate parts in a precise manner. Plastic resin blended with pigment or pre-colored plastic resin is poured into the injection molding machine. It is being heated to the liquid state and then forced into the mold cavity. Once the plastic has cooled, the part can be ejected. With the process, many parts can be made at the same time out of the same mold. Gates and runners are removed from the plastic parts after injection molding by a trimming process. The trimmed plastic parts are then moved to the decoration painting processes if required. If no decoration is required, the plastic parts will directly be moved to the assembly line. Spray painting is one of the conventional decoration processes in plastic toys manufacturing. Copper masks are used to cover the area not being painted. Masks with patterns being cut are the area required to be painted. The paint is transferred to the plastic part by the air-pressurized spray gun. After the plastic parts are being decorated, they are moved to the assembly shop, where each part is assembled according to a predetermined sequence. The assembly line layout is then arranged according to the same. The number of workers, job activities of each worker, workstation design, material in and out flow, assembling fixture and tool, and line balancing are key elements of achieving higher line efficiency. Assembling includes the placing of the required components, magnet and axle installation, and placing of rivets. The assembled parts can be fixed by ultrasonic welding. Screw fastening, cold staking, and gluing, or by using any two of them in the same place for double security. Before packing the assembled parts, screw security checking, product cleaning, and date code stamping are required. A 100% functional check is also conducted online to ensure every product meets all functional requirements. The part that requires a polybag is being packed and heat sealed. As there are several parts that form the entire set of Tony Hawk, they are also checked for any missing accessories after all pieces are packed into a large polybag prior to heat seal. The product will go through a UV sterilization tunnel before it is packed into a carton. The entire carton is then sealed with tapes and stacked up on a wooden pallet ready for delivery. In the next session, we are going to introduce Hot Wheel, which is a plastic toy made by both injection molding and die casting. Plastic resin and zinc alloy are the major materials for making Hot Wheel. Parts such as the car chassis and window screen are made by injection molding. The same trimming process applies as in the making of pure plastic toy. Die casting is used for producing the car body. Melt zinc alloy is injected into the mold cavities, same as injection molding. The part is then formed, cooled, and taken out from the mold. Gates, runners, and flashes are required to be trimmed away before moving it to the next process. Electrostatic spray painting process is most widely used on painting the die-cast car body. The electrical charged paint particles are attracted to the car bodies through high-potential electrostatic field. In this process, the spray pressure is low and the paint is coated so uniformly onto the car body surface. If there are other paint decorations on the car body, then hand spray painting or tempo printing could be conducted. Thereafter, the parts are moved to the assembly line, where the car body and the chassis with all its components will be assembled together. Since Hot Wheel is equipped with battery, the battery voltage check is necessary for all battery cells before they are installed into the product. This is to ensure that every battery used on the product is in good condition. The car body and the chassis, with all its components being assembled inside, are permanently fixed by cold staking. As usual, every unit is also required to pass the functional check, and aesthetic inspection. Product cleaning, and UV sterilization processes are also conducted prior to packing. In plastic toys manufacturing, there are other quite commonly used production processes. They are tempo printing, hair rooting, and grooming. Tempo printing or pad printing is another conventional decoration process. It utilizes a silicon rubber print head, etched steel printing plate, and paint to transfer an image to the workpiece. This process is mainly used when the print area is relatively small. It also has the advantage of producing sharper image and achieving higher precision accuracy. Hair rooting is a very important process for doll manufacturing. Bundle of hair monofilament is carrying down and up the scalp by the rooting needle. The hair bundle is then cut to its preset length. Turn the doll head to make the hair bundle fit around the scalp. After hair rooting process, the hair is managed by hair grooming process. The hair is then cut, combed, and tied to the style according to the design. If the product is equipped with electronic module, the PCB assembly will be checked before final assembling into the product. Checkpoints include voltage, standby and operating current, and also function. Other processes include gluing, by means of the squeezing out, and dipping methods. For electronic game products, 100% functional check and sound check will be done. The tunnel-type metal detector serves as a check for metal-related objects after the components or heads are hair rooted before they are sent to the production line for assembling process. At the beginning of a working day, the worker is provided with the required sharp tools, and these tools are recorded. Note that all sharp tools are tied with strings for attaching to the working table. At the end of the working day, all sharp tools are to be returned and recorded. For quality assurance purposes, during the patrol inspection, sampling inspection, and lot inspection processes, the in-house laboratory will draw samples from the production lines. Based on the related force diagrams, compression test, torque test, tension test, and tests to failure by tension test will be performed.